Welcome back. President William Ruto has announced plans to exempt Kenyans earning up to 30,000 shillings from paying income tax in a move aimed at easing the burden on low-income earners in the wake of the rising cost of living. Speaking during the 23rd National Prayer Breakfast organised by Parliament in Nairobi, the head of state said the proposal, if adopted in Parliament, would create a 40 billion shillings revenue gap, but insisted the government will pursue innovative ways of financing the development without overburdening ordinary Kenyans.
The 23rd National Prayer Breakfast brought together political leaders, diplomats, clergy and senior government officials under the theme of forgiveness and reconciliation. But beyond the prayers and calls for unity, President William Ruto used the platform to unveil what could become a major economic relief for low-income earners.
That category should be moved to anybody who is earning 30,000 and less. They will not pay any taxes. Because we're beginning to think, plan, innovate differently.
The head of state announced that the government is preparing a proposal to exempt Kenyans earning up to 30,000 shillings from paying income tax.
The Treasury came back, some people there in the Treasury came back and said, "Oh, Mr. President, this is going to be very big. It's going to cost us 40 billion shillings in this budget." I told them, let's do it.
The president said his administration is now focusing on alternative and innovative methods of financing development projects without taxing citizens. He defended the government's economic record, citing gains in affordable housing and universal health care. The head of state further defended recent government interventions in the fuel sector.
Today, the Kenya government is subsidizing fuel. The actual price of diesel should be 273. It is 232. We're subsidizing 40 plus shillings for every litre. We've spent 28 billion shillings in the last 2 months. And we've done it with prudence.
At the same time, President Ruto assured Kenyans of a peaceful election despite rising political activity.
And we are going to have elections. And they will be peaceful. And there will be no violence. Kama Mungu ameamua Ruto will get a second term, he will. Kama Mungu ameamua vingine, that's what will happen. And we will move on as a country. Yes. So relax. There's no problem.
The president's remarks came as leaders attending the prayer breakfast call for tolerance, reconciliation and political restraint ahead of the next election cycle.
Political competition should never be enmity. It should just be but competition. Because when we finish competing, we have a country to look after.
That we keep it as a practice, as a tradition, as a custom to bring the nation together, to pray to God, to seek forgiveness, to seek reconciliation.
President Ruto was the opponent of my brother in the last elections. I never ever dreamt that I will ever sit down with him across the table because I believed, maybe wrongly, that he stole our elections. But today we are together in a broad-based government.
Ben Chumba, Prime Edition.